Hi everyone, Effie here today. I'm going to show you how I made this card using our Shoe Wardrobe 2nd edition outline set. We're going to start off by taking our Copic friendly Caviar Hybrid Ink and I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of my A2 size cardstock. I'm stamping it in the middle because this is going to be my point of reference for stamping the entire panel with this stamp. I'm going to draw a light line right under that stamp, and then I'm going to stamp the rest of the shoes right along this line. And after I finish stamping the entire panel, I'm going to erase that line. It's just going to help me stamp all the shoes straight on the panel. So as you can see, I have managed to stamp them somewhat straight. Next, I'm going to take 7 Copic markers and color in each of the shoes along each line randomly. I have a very limited supply of Copic markers, so whatever markers or Copic markers you have on hand, you can color in the shoes. I chose to go with some candy bright colors. As you can see, as I was coloring that middle shoe with my purple Copic marker, it kind of exploded. So I panicked for a second and then I decided to just move on and continue coloring because I did not want to scrap the panel. After I finished Copic coloring, I took my gold Wink of Stella pen and I went and I colored in the straps of the shoes to give the shoes just a little bit of shimmer. And if you've seen Valentino shoes in real life, the straps usually are like a nude color and they're generally in a patent leather, so I wanted to go with something shiny. I had to figure out how to cover that purple blob in the middle of my panel. I could have easily put an 8 or 10 millimeter sequin over it. I think in hindsight that's what I should have done, but instead I chose to stamp out a sentiment and cut it out and then just adhere that right over where the blob was. So I took the Your Fancy sentiment from the same shoe set and I stamped it on some tan cardstock. If you don't have tan cardstock, you can use craft cardstock. So I'm stamping the sentiment in Versamark ink. This is actually one of my favorite sentiments. I used it on a video that I created last week. I just like it because it's kind of spunky and you can send this card out to any one of your girlfriends, who is particularly fancy. I decided to heat emboss the sentiment in gold glitter embossing powder. This is Ranger Gold Tinsel. I get a lot of inquiries on this embossing powder whenever I use it, and it's one of my favorite glitter embossing powders because I absolutely love gold and I love glitter, and when you put it together, it's just an amazing combination. After I heat embossed the sentiment, I found that a part of the Y was missing, so I went in with my Versamarker and I filled in the corner and I heat embossed that missing space. I also saw that part of the F did not finish, I didn't finish melting that powder, so I took my heat gun and I kind of just zapped everything all over again to make sure that it was completely melted. Next, I'm going to trim the sentiment using my scissors, and this is a trick that I learned from one of my DT members, Maylene. She likes to use this technique a lot, and I thought that it was really cute and it would totally work with this card. And as you can see, it does cover the blob, so perfect! Next, I'm going to trim the sides of my card panel about 1/4 of an inch on each side because I'm going to put this over a card base that has some gold foil washi tape on the sides. This is, I think it's Little B Floral Gold washi tape. It's one of my favorites. It's so pretty and very delicate. So I'm going to put it on either sides of my already made card base. After the card base is done, I'm going to put some dimensional adhesive behind my fussy cut sentiment, and then I'm going to pop it right over where that purple blob is. You couldn't even see the mistake that I made. This is a good trick to do when you make a mistake but you don't want to go back to the drawing board. Now that the panel is done, I'm going to take some adhesive and put it over my panel, and I'm going to adhere the panel onto the card base. and the card is now finished. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you join us starting tomorrow, because our release week begins and we have some amazing new stamps and products to show you guys. So see you next time.